Hello, yeah, very good evening to all the students. So today I will be teaching you the extended part of a straight line. So yesterday we have started this chapter, straight line. I told you that a straight line is what? It is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. That means a linear equation in two variables will be representing a straight line. So this is known as linear equation in two variables. So why it is a straight line? I told you. Second thing, I told you about a slope or a gradient, or in other words, we can say that it's an inclination. So I told you how to find a slope. So three different methods I told you. That is one, when we are taking an angle. Suppose this is a Cartesian plane, x and y axis, and one line, this is a straight line, making an angle theta in an anti-clockwise direction. In which direction it is taking? It is taking in anti-clockwise direction. So when it is made in an anti-clockwise direction, then we are taking the tan of this angle. So what we are taking? We are taking a tan of this angle, that is tan theta. Tan of this angle means tangent. And we are getting m. M is a slope of a line. Another way I told you how to find a slope of a line, that was when two coordinates have been given to us. Two coordinates. Suppose P is a coordinate on a line and Q is another coordinate. So we are having x1 comma y1 and Q coordinate is x2 comma y2. So how to find the slope or a gradient? So the formula for m is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. You can say in other words that a difference of ordinate divided by difference of abscissa. As you know, when we are talking about a coordinate, this x is known as abscissa and this y is known as ordinate. And the ordered pair of abscissa and ordinate is known as a coordinate. So we have done two ways in order to find a slope. Third way, in order to find a slope, when an equation have been given to us, that is ax plus by plus c equals to 0. As you know, this is a linear equation in two variables. It is representing a straight line, and we can say that it is a general equation of a straight line. So whenever it will be seen that a straight line have been given, then it is a general equation in a straight line, that is ax plus by plus c equals to 0. So if a equation have been given to us, we can say that we can find a slope from it. What is a slope? When an equation have been given, m is equals to minus times the coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. So what is the coefficient of x here? What if two coordinates have been given to us? That is so we were on the topic that if two coordinates have been given to us, then what will be the slope? Let us take one coordinate of P, that is 5, 3. Another coordinate I am taking for a Q, that is -2, -1. These both the points lie on a same line. So what will be the slope? So according to the formula, my slope will be m, that is equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So you have to decide here that what will be my x1, what will be my y1, what will be my x2, what will be my y2. So let us take this point be x1, this point be y1, this is my x2, this is my y2. So what will be my slope? -1 minus of 3 divided by -2 minus 5, that is equals to -4 upon -7. So m is equals to 4 by 7. Now some students can ask here a question. Sir, you have decided that P coordinated x1, y1, Q coordinated x2 and y2. If we reverse it, then what will happen? Now I am reversing with the same thing. P coordinate is 5, 3 and Q coordinate is -2, -1. So now I am taking, this is my x1, this is my y1, this is my x2, this is y2. Then m is equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That is 3 minus of -1 divided by 5 minus of -2. So as we calculate m, we will get 4 divided by 7. So as we are seeing here that the slope of a line, same line is same only. It doesn't matter which coordinate you are deciding, x1, y1, and which coordinate you are deciding, x2, y2. But it has to be concise that x1, if you are deciding this point, then y1 will be the ordered pair only. You cannot say that this is my x1 and here this point is y1. x1 and y1 both will be in a same ordered pair. Now, third way, if any equation have been given to you, suppose 2x is equals to 3y plus 5. Now this is also a equation of a straight line. But as we are able to see here that I told you that the general equation of a straight line is ax plus by plus c equals to 0. That means on right hand side we are having a 0, but we are not having a 0 here. So what I will do, I will transfer all these terms towards my left hand side in order to make right hand side 0. So 2x minus 3y minus 5 is equals to 0. So now my whole equation have been transferred to my left hand side and right hand side is 0. So now my slope will be m equals to minus times coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x? It is 2. And what is coefficient of y? It is -3. So minus times coefficient of x divided by -3. So my m will be 2 by 3. So m is a short form of a slope. So these are the three ways in which we can calculate the slope of a straight line. If the angle is given, if two coordinates is given, if any equation have been given to us. Let us calculate more slopes. Suppose if I say that you find the slope of a line to the positive direction of the x-axis and anti-clockwise direction, they are making an angle 60 degree. Second one 0 degree. Third one 150 degree. Fourth one 120 degree. These are the various angles which my axis is making in an anti-clockwise direction. The first part, if it is making an angle of 60 degree in an anti-clockwise direction, that means a positive direction. We can say an anti-clockwise direction as a positive direction also. Anti-clockwise direction is also known as positive direction. So a new thing here is that if a question says that it is making an angle in a positive direction, that means it is moving in an anti-clockwise direction. Okay? It is anti-clockwise direction. And if they are saying that it is moving in a negative direction, then we are moving towards a clockwise direction. So as we are concerned about an angle, so positive direction, positive means anti-clockwise direction, and when we are moving in a clockwise direction, it is negative. What it is? It is negative. So as the question is, all these angles are in positive direction, so we have to find the slope related to it. So as I know that m is equals to what? That is tan theta. So I will put my angle in the first one, that is tan 60 degree. And what is the value of tan 60 degree? It is root 3. So this is a value, root 3, that is slope. Second thing, if I need to calculate second one, that is tan 0. So everybody knows that tan 0 is 0 only. So the slope of a line will be 0. And when the slope of a line will be 0, what we can say that? That means it is either a x-axis, because x-axis make angle 0 degree, or it can be a line parallel to x-axis, any line parallel to x-axis. So all these lines will be having a slope 0. Why it is 0? Because they are not making any angle. They are making 0 degree angle, and tan 0 is 0. So the slope of a line L1 will also 0, L2 will be also 0, L3 will be also 0, L4 will be also 0. Third one, that is tan 150 degree. So tan 150 degree, we need to find the slope of tan 150 degree. So we will break this, that it can be tan 90 plus 60. Tan 90 plus 60 will be equals to minus cot 60. As you know, according to the trigonometric rule, tan of an angle in a second quadrant is always a negative one. Is always a negative one. In first quadrant it is positive, third quadrant it is also positive, and fourth quadrant is again negative. That means when we are moving in an anti-clockwise direction in a 360 degree, then 0 to 90 angle will be positive, 90 to 180 it will be negative, 180 to 270 again positive, and 270 to 360 degree it is negative. So we can learn it by a simple formula, that where my tan and all trigonometric functions will be negative and positive. That is what the formula related to it. That is ASTC rule. ASTC rule. What is it? A stands for all trigonometric functions. And what are my trigonometric function? That is sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. They all are positive in the first quadrant. What is first quadrant? It is from 0 degree to 90 degree. When we are talking about a second quadrant, that means from 90 degree to 180 degree, when we are moving in this area, this is my second quadrant. So I have written S. What S belongs to? S belongs to sine theta. And what is a reciprocal of sine theta? That is cosec theta. So sine theta and cosec theta, they are only positive. Other leftover trigonometric functions are negative. Okay? So when we are moving the third quadrant from 180 to 270 degree, so I have written T here. T means tan, and tan theta, and what is the reciprocal of tan theta? That is cot theta. They both are positive, and other trigonometric functions are negative. Okay? And the last one, that is cos. So what we can say about a cos? So cos is lying in a fourth quadrant, that is from 270 to 360 degree. So my cos theta in fourth quadrant, and what is the reciprocal of cos theta? That is sec theta. They are positive, all others are negative. So this is a rule that is known as ASTC rule, and you can learn this rule by a short trick that add sugar to coffee. So A, we take first letter S, T, and C. So it is known as ASTC rule. A stands for all trigonometric functions. S stands for sine, and reciprocal of sine is cosec. T represents tan, reciprocal of tan is cot. C represents cos, and reciprocal of cos is sec. So according to an ASTC rule, we can easily learn that whatever the trigonometric functions will be positive or negative in which quadrant we are talking about. So as 90 plus 60 that we are moving in a second quadrant, my tan is negative, so it is minus cot 60. And what is the value of cot 60? It is 1 by root 3. So this is the slope of 150 degree. Now we are talking about 120 degree. So tan 120 degree. So what we can say that it is tan 90 plus 30. So again we are moving in which quadrant? We are moving in a second quadrant. So it will become minus cot 30. And what is minus cot 30? It is minus root 3. So we have found here how to calculate the slope of a line when different angles are given to us. Now one question arises that if my slope is positive or my slope is 0, then what will happen? What we can say about an angles? So let us discuss that if my slope are positive, if my slopes are negative, or it's a 0, so what you can say about a line? So let us talk about it. Now the question is, see what we can say regarding a line if the slope is first positive, second one when it is 0, third one when it is negative. So as I told you in a previous slide, that when we are talking about a slope, we are basically concerned with tan. That means tangent of angle. That means tan theta, where theta is an angle which is measured in either in positive direction, either it can be in a negative direction. So in first quadrant, as you are able to see, my tan theta is positive. In second quadrant, it is negative. In third quadrant, it is again positive. and in fourth quadrant it is negative. So if the slope of a line is positive, so what you can say about if the slope of the line is positive? So what we can say that my m is equals to tan theta and it is greater than 0 because it is positive. As we know that positive numbers lie on the right hand side of 0. So if my tan theta is greater than 0, then what will be my theta? My theta can lie between 0 degree and 90 degree. Okay, or you can say that it is an acute angle. Second thing, when my slope of a line is 0, so my m, that is equals to tan theta, is equals to 0. So as we know, when we are talking about a 0, my theta is also 0 degree. So what we can comment here? We can comment here that either a line is x-axis or it is parallel to x-axis. Okay, it is parallel to x-axis. So a line 0 slope is parallel or it can be coincident with x-axis. Third thing, when we are talking about that a slope is negative, then m is equals to tan theta and it is less than 0. So what do you mean by less than 0? Less than 0, that means my value will be negative. So that means if a negative is coming, tan theta is negative, that means we are moving far from 90. We are moving far from 90. So I can comment here that my angle theta can be between 90 degree and 180 degree. That means my theta is greater than 90 degree, less than 180 degree. So if a line is a negative slope, it makes an obtuse angle. What type of angle it will make? It will make an obtuse angle. So what is the definition of obtuse angle? It is greater than 90 degree. So this was related to the slope, how to calculate the slope of a line when an angles have been given. And if my slopes are positive, 0 or negative, then what I can judge about my line. Suppose if I say my slope is 2 minus 2 by 3, so my judgment is there that theta is greater than 90 degree. That means my line will be like this. It's a roughly idea. These are coordinate axes and my line will be in making an angle more than 90 degree. Suppose if they give 2 by 3, that means it is positive, that means theta is less than 90. That means my line should be making an angle less than 90 only. It cannot be greater than 90. It's a roughly idea of a straight line. Third thing is what? That if my angle is 0, so what I can say that it may be an x-axis. This is my x-axis, or any line which is parallel to x-axis. So these all lines, we can say that they are having a slope that is 0. Slope is 0. So basically in these slides, we have learned about a slope of a straight line, that is also called a gradient, that is also called an inclination. Now we are moving on another concept, that is angle between the two lines. So we are starting with another topic, that is angle between two lines. So if I am drawing on a coordinate axis my two lines, definitely if my lines are not parallel, they will intersect each other. So let us draw two lines. this is my one line, and if I mark it as AB, and this is my another line, I mark it as DC or CD. So these two lines are intersecting each other, and this is my Cartesian plane. I can name my Cartesian plane XO and X dash, and YO and Y dash. So as you are able to see, these two straight lines I have taken, and they are making an angle. Suppose this angle I am taking, it is making an angle theta. So I need to find this angle. So as you know that when two lines are intersecting, they are making a pair of acute and obtuse angle. If I am taking this angle theta, this angle is also theta, because they are vertical opposite angle. So the leftover angle will be 180 minus theta. And as we are able to see, it is greater than 90. So this angle is an obtuse angle. Again, this angle will be an obtuse angle. So whenever two lines are intersecting, we are having a pair of acute angle and a pair of obtuse angle. So I was talking about an angle that is theta. I need to find this angle, theta. So if I introduce the angle theta between the lines, having a slope, now we should decide what is the slope of this AB. So if I'm saying that AB is making an angle theta 1, and this line is making an angle theta 2. These are the different angles. So if I mark that tan theta 1, I am taking M1 as a slope, and tan theta 2 is M2 as a slope. This is the slope of a line AB, and this is the slope of a line CD. So I have taken two slopes, that is M1 and M2. M1 is a slope of a line AB, and M2 is a slope of a line CD. So if I need to find this angle, so my formula becomes tan theta is equal to plus minus M2 minus M1 divided by 1 plus M1 into M2. So why this formula we are applying in order to find the angle between the two lines? Let us discuss it, let us prove it from where this formula is coming. So as you are able to see that I have taken three different angles, that is theta 1, theta 2 and theta, and this intersecting point if I take P. So a triangle PAC is there, and this theta 2 is an external angle. And we all know that external angle is having a sum of two opposite interior angles. So I can use an identity that theta 2 is equals to theta 1 plus theta. So now if I send this theta 1 towards my left hand side, then theta 2 minus theta 1 is equals to theta. I need to find tan theta, so taking tan both the side. Taking tan both sides. So it will become tan theta 2 minus theta 1 is equals to tan theta. Now we have to use an identity, that is a trigonometric identity. So which trigonometric identity I will apply here? That is tan A minus B. And what is the formula for tan A minus B? It is tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. So this identity I will apply in my left hand side. So what it will come? Tan theta 2 minus tan theta 1 divided by 1 plus tan theta 2 tan theta 1, that is equal to tan theta. And I told you what tan theta 2 I have taken it as m2, and tan theta 1 I have taken as m1. So my formula becomes tan theta 2 equals to m2 minus m1 upon 1 plus m1 m2. So this I get here, that tan theta is m2 minus m1 upon 1 plus m1 m2. But when I introduce the formula, negative sign is also coming. I have only proved my positive sign. So when I'm talking about my negative sign, so I will be talking about another angle, that is 180 minus theta, that is pi minus theta. So if I talk about pi minus theta, then what is tan pi minus theta? Tan pi minus theta is nothing else, but it is minus tan theta. So what will be the value of minus tan theta? Again the same value I will get, that is m2 minus m1 upon 1 plus m1 m2. So tan theta is equal to, now it became negative, minus sign came, m2 minus m1 upon 1 plus m1 m2. So I get two formulas. So from these two, what I can say, that tan theta is having a combined formula plus minus, and if I put a bracket here, m2 minus m1 upon 1 plus m1 m2. This is my tan theta formula. Because when we are calculating an angle, we are not here that compulsory that which angle we are calculating. We are not sure about an angle. So it can be an acute angle, it can be an obtuse angle. So if the value is coming positive, then it will be an acute angle. Value is coming negative, then it's an obtuse angle. So this value is for tan theta. So now what will be the value for theta? Theta will become tan inverse bracket plus minus m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 into m2. So this we can calculate a theta. So if I say the acute angle, if I calculate the acute angle between the lines, so I can write a formula that tan theta is equal to m2 minus m1 upon 1 plus m1 m2. So I have taken basically a mode here, because I am calculating an acute angle, and acute angle will always be positive only. So let us see one example related to it. So one example I am giving you. If A is having a coordinate minus 2, 1, and B is having a coordinate 2, 3, and C is having a coordinate minus 2, minus 4. So we have to find the angle. We have to find the angle between BA line and BC line. So if I need to calculate an angle between BA line and BC line, so what should I know? I should know the slope of a line. I should know the slope of BC. So in order to know the slope of BA and slope of BC, I will go with a formula that coordinates have been given and I will find the slope. So let us find an M1 slope. That means a slope of BA. So we know the coordinates, so I will apply my formula. So what is my formula? That M is equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So the slope formula BA, so I can take 3 minus 1, I have set it, this is y2, 3 minus 1 divided by 2 minus of minus 2. That means 2 by 4. That means 1 by 2. So the slope of a line BA came 1 by 2. This is my M1. Now the slope of a line B2, that is M2. So I will calculate M2, the slope of a line BC. So again what I will do? Minus 4 minus 3 divided by minus 2 minus 2. That means minus 7 divided by minus 4. That is 7 by 4. So the slope of another line is coming 7 by 4. So basically I am finding an angle between two lines, that is BA and BC. So in order to find the angle between BA and BC, I should know the slope, that is M1 and M2, slope of BA and slope of BC. So now I can apply a formula. So I am finding an acute angle. So let theta be an acute angle between them. Acute angle. As I told you, that whenever two lines are intersecting, so two pairs of angles are forming. One is a pair of acute angle and another is a pair of obtuse angle. So when we are talking about an acute angle, so I will apply a simple formula that tan theta is equal to mod M2 minus M1 divided by 1 plus M1 M2. By putting the values, tan theta is coming 7 upon 4 minus 1 by 2 divided by 1 plus 7 upon 4 into 1 by 2. So we will evaluate this. So by taking an LCM 4, here 7 and here, what I will get? So we will get be multiplying 7 by 8, 8 will come 8 plus 16 by 8. So we will get generally 10 upon 8 divided by 15 by 8. 8, 8 cancel. That means 2 by 3. That means tan theta is equals to 2 by 3. So what is the value of theta coming? Theta is tan inverse of 2 upon 3. So this angle I have found when the three coordinates have been given and they asked me to find a coordinate of BA and B, angle between BA and BC. So they can give you another question also in the same coordinate. If they say now you find an angle between AB and BC. So AB and BC, what I will do, I will find the slope of AB, slope of BC I have already found, and I will put the angle slopes in this formula and I will find the angles. Now, from here, with this formula, that tan theta is equal to M2 minus M1 divided by 1 plus M1 M2. So we can find the conditions also for the line. What are the conditions? Conditions for parallelism of a line. So when my two lines can be parallel, suppose I asked you that what is an angle between BA and BC. So my angle was coming tan inverse 2 by 3. Now if the both lines are parallel, then what will be the condition for the line? We don't need to calculate an angle. We know that lines are parallel. So how we can say that both the lines are parallel? So we know that when both the lines are parallel, they will never intersect each other. That is L1 and L2. These are two lines, they are parallel. So they will make no angle. That means the angle between them will be 0. So I can put my angle tan 0, that is M2 minus M1 upon 1 plus M1 M2. What is the value of tan 0? It is 0 only. So M2 minus M1 upon 1 plus M1 M2, I put equal to 0 and this whole will go up, it will become 0 and I am getting M2 minus M1 is equals to 0. So M2 is equals to M1. That means if the slope of both the lines became equal, we can say that both the lines are parallel. So a question arises when two lines are parallel. So two lines are parallel when the slope are equal. So if two lines have been given, you calculate the slope. Suppose we take an example, 2x plus 3y plus 6 equals to 0. And second line, if I take 4x plus 6y plus 5 equal to 0. This is my line L1, this is my line L2. I want to know that whether these two lines are parallel or not. I will find the slope of L1. So M1 is equals to minus 2 by 3 and M2 will be equals to minus 4 by 6 with the same formula. Coefficient of x minus times the coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. If I solve it, it is coming 2 by 3 only. So M2 is equals to minus 2 by 3. That means both the slopes are same. And if both the slopes are same, then lines will be parallel. So this was a condition which we are getting with this formula only, that if the lines are parallel, then the slopes are equal. Now second condition arises, that condition of perpendicularity. Of two lines. That means when two lines will be perpendicular to each other, they will make a 90-degree angle. So what will be the condition for 90-degree angle? So as we have seen in this figure, if I go back here, so what identity I have used? I have used theta 2 is equals to theta 1 plus theta. So now theta 2 is equals to theta plus theta 1 and my theta is now 90. So my theta 2 is plus theta 1. So theta 2 minus theta 1 is equals to 90. Or you can do it in another way, that here only if I take a tan both the sides. So what will happen? Tan theta 2 is equals to tan 90 plus theta 1. And what is 90 plus theta 1? It is minus times cot theta 1. And what is cot theta 1? It is a reciprocal of tan theta minus 1 upon tan theta 1. If I send theta 1 this side, so I get tan theta 2 into tan theta 1 is equals to minus 1. That means, what is this? This is M2. And what is this? This is M1 is equals to minus 1. That means that if the product of both the slopes of a line is minus 1, then both the lines are perpendicular to each other. Okay? So one thing more we can say from here, if the line is having a slope m, so what will be the line which is perpendicular to this line, which is having a slope m? What will be the angle of that line, the slope of that line? That is minus 1 by m will be the slope of a line which is perpendicular to the first line. So if I give you a slope of a line is 2 by 3, so what will be the slope of a line which is perpendicular to this line? So it will be minus 3 by 2. You reciprocal it and put negative sign before it. Because we know the condition that m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1, then both the lines are perpendicular to each other. So here we have learned how to find an angle between the two lines. So that is tan theta is equals to m2 minus m1 upon 1 plus m1 m2. And then we have learned about a condition when the two lines are parallel. So two lines are parallel when both the slopes are equal. And what is the condition when two lines are perpendicular? So we can say that they are perpendicular when both the lines product is equal to minus 1. So let us do an example. One question related to it. He is saying that determine x so that the line passing through 3, 4 and x, 5 makes 135-degree angle with the positive direction of x-axis. So I need to find the x. These two coordinates have been given. They are making an angle of 135 degree. This line is making an angle of 135 degree. So what I can do? I can find a slope by the two coordinates, that is 3, 4 and x, 5. So what will be the slope when the two coordinates have been given? Then m is equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So this I have calculated a slope of a line. Because two coordinates were given. I can find the slope of the same line because angle has also been given. That means theta is equals to 135 degree in positive direction. So I can calculate tan 135 degree. This is also my slope. So what is tan 35 degree? Again, it is tan 90 plus 45. And 90 plus 45 is minus cot 45 degree. And it is minus 1 because the value of cot 45 is 1. So this is also a slope of a same line and this is also a slope of a same line. Both are m. So can I equate them? Minus 1 equals to 1 divided by x minus 3. So I have equated both the slopes. So what I get? Minus times x minus 3 is equals to 1. Minus x plus 3 equals to 1. And x equals to 3 minus 1. Then x equals to 2. So I find my coordinate. That means the missing abscissa have been found and it is equals to 2. So like this, we can apply this formula in order to calculate the angle between the two lines. And conditions, what we have learned, that when the two lines are parallel, when the two lines are perpendicular, so parallel lines is when both the slopes are equal. And what is the condition for perpendicular? That when the slopes are, product of the slopes is minus 1. So we have completed the topic here. More examples we can do in order to find the angles between the 2 points, 2 lines have been given to us. Let us take one more example. Example number 2. That find the angle between the line joining the points that are 0, 0, 2, 3 and the points 2, minus 2 and 3, 5. That means we are getting one line here and one line here. We have to find the angle between these two lines. So if I find a slope of this line, my first line. So what is the slope of this line? That means suppose if I take this as m1. So it is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That m1 is equals to 3 by 2. And this is my second line joining these 2 points. So m2, if I calculate, what is it? 5 plus 2 divided by 3 minus 2. 7 by 1. So m2 is equals to 7. So I can apply a formula here that tan theta is equals to plus minus m2 minus m1, 1 plus m1 m2. So if I put the values plus minus 7 minus 3 by 2 divided by 1 plus 7 into 3 by 2. So let us calculate it. So what it will come? Tan theta is equals to plus minus by taking an LCM 14 minus 3 divided by 2. 2 plus 21 divided by 2. So what I am getting here? 11 divided by 23. So what will be my theta? Theta will be equals to tan inverse plus minus 11 by 23. So this is my required angle. So we have learned today a topic that how to find the angle between the two lines and how to find the slope of a line when it is given to us. Angle is given, two coordinate is given, or the equation of a line have been given to us.